In 1921, American polymath Walter Russell entered a 39-day coma-like state during which he claimed to have accessed the source of all knowledge. Upon awakening, he transcribed the visions he had received, pages brimming with philosophical, scientific, and spiritual insights. Russell claimed that during his 39-day experience, he was taken into what he called the light of knowing. He believed he was given a divine mission to bring a new understanding of the nature of the universe and humanity's place within it. These writings would later become the foundation of his manuscript, the Universal One, published in 1926. Russell's vision reimagined the very fabric of reality. He proposed that matter was not solid but crystallized light, slowed and shaped by consciousness. Everything, from stones to human bodies, he argued, was composed of patterned light in motion. To him, the universe was fundamentally mental rather than material, governed by rhythmic cycles of expansion and contraction, like the breath of a living cosmos. He rejected binary opposites, such as good and evil, framing them instead as illusions within a greater quest for balance and harmony. Death, he believed, was not an end, but a release, the unbinding of compressed light returning to its source. Even time, he claimed, was not linear, but a spiraling continuum where past, present, and future coexist. Radical for his time, Russell's ideas blended metaphysics, cosmology, and wave dynamics into a unified vision of existence. He described electricity not as a flow of electrons, but as a living spiral of energy, and space not as empty, but as a vibrant sea of untapped potential. Health, in his view, was the natural rhythm of the body in harmony, disease a disruption of that flow. Though marginalized during his lifetime, his work is now attracting renewed attention, especially in an era where quantum physics and consciousness studies are beginning to pose similar questions. Determined to share his discoveries, Russell sent copies to 500 of the era's most prominent thinkers. Nearly all dismissed him as delusional, except one. Nikola Tesla, the visionary inventor, was so profoundly moved by Russell's revelations that he urged him to seal the work for 1,000 years, warning that humanity was not yet prepared for its truths. This is a story shrouded in uncertainty. We still don't know much. We don't know whether Russell was right or not. Science cannot confirm it, as it is impossible to convert his ideas into the natural laws expressed in terms of mathematics. We can't even say for sure whether Nikola Tesla truly spoke about his works. The past is veiled by a fog of missing information that does not reach us with full clarity. The past is only a construct of our minds at present. Yet there is one thing worth noticing about this story, and stories of many other similar transformations. Why do so many people who undergo near-death experiences, medical comas, and other transitional states of mind emerge profoundly changed? Why don't they simply return as better plumbers, salespeople, or programmers, professions firmly rooted in the material world? Why don't they come back as great business people suddenly destined for wealth, or as lottery winners, or as hardened villains with less appreciation for life? No, people who awaken from a coma or undergo near-death experiences seem to return spiritually uplifted. While they remain fully functional and adequate for normal life, they also gain something intangible. They often become more loving. They develop an urge to share knowledge about spirituality, compassion, and caring for others. These individuals frequently report profound positive changes in their personality and spiritual outlook, increased empathy, spiritual growth, and a heightened sense of purpose. They tend to focus less on material wealth or external success and more on authenticity and personal growth. Many describe a deeper appreciation for life, greater compassion for others, and a reduced fear of death. Survivors often feel a sense of unity or oneness with others and the universe, as well as a clearer understanding of life's purpose. These changes can manifest in career shifts toward more fulfilling, purpose-driven work and in improved relationships. Some even report new clarity about morality and a profound sense of peace and well-being after their experience. Why does such transformation happen? Science does not yet have a satisfying explanation. The mechanisms of the brain studied by science are indifferent to concepts of good and bad. But there may be something else, something that senses the depth of the new reality. Your soul, which you encounter, in those transitional moments between life and death. Such events serve as catalysts for awakening. And if you are a scientist, one who studies cause and effect, you cannot help but reach a profound conclusion. Crossing the threshold between life and death often awakens something that has always been within you, even before birth. It is not merely a physical or psychological experience. It is an encounter with a deeper reality. In that liminal space, where existence hovers on the edge of the unknown, you catch a glimpse of a truth that transcends ordinary thinking in the world of molecules that hosts your biological body. You touch a realm that floods your soul with love, clarity, and an overwhelming sense of goodness. This awakening is not the birth of something new, but the reawakening of what has always been, your oldest self, the eternal presence beneath your everyday thoughts and earthly identities. Once touched by this deeper reality, you cannot unsee it. You begin to live differently, speak differently, and think differently, because now you carry within you the memory of something vast, peaceful, deeply alive, and profoundly loving.